I'm going to run through real quick just a few of the knots that I use. I never use very many. I always use the same one because they're easy, because they're good. If you haven't got the time to tie an eye splice like this to make a loop, one of the best knots you can use is a bowline or a bowline. And all you do there is you take a loop, you pass your tag end through, round the back, and then back through the loop again like that. So when you pull it down tight, that's it. I'll show you again real quick. Right, first of all, you make a loop like that. Then you take your tag end, go out of the loop, round the back, and back into the loop again. When it pulls down, it looks like that. Now the way that I learnt it was, you get your loop, your rabbit comes out of the hole, goes round the back of the tree, and goes into the hole again. And all you do is you just slide it down tight. Now the beauty of a bowline like this is you can pull this tight, you can use that loop, you can use it onto your anchor or to tie off to. And this knot here, all you have to do to take it off is you break its back like that, and then it unties. If you tied a normal overhand knot like this as a loop, some seawater on that and some strain, after a while it will pull that tight, you'll never get it undone. Whereas a bowline or a bowline, all you have to do to undo it once it's tightened down like that, all you have to do to undo it is you turn it over, you break its back, and you can untie it. That's a bowline. The next one is the clove hitch. You can use that for tying your boat up to a cleat, tying your fenders to a railing, tying things onto an eye, tie it to a post, anything. I'll show you really quick. All you'll do is, like I'll show you onto this piece of railing here. All you do is you take your rope over the top, and then over the top again, and through there like that. That there, and see, the tighter you pull, the tighter it gets. That's a clove hitch. I'll show you one more time really quickly how to tie it. Over once, over itself, and through the loop, there. Now, this, the tighter it pulls, you get a bit of salt water on it and it dries, it is going to get really tight and quite difficult to untie. If you just want it to be a semi-permanent knot, say like you're just tying a fender up for a minute, or you're tying a coil of rope back, go over once, and then through this loop, pull a loop like that. See, that'll pull tight, it's still tight, but if you want to undo this, all you need to do is just pull that and it undoes. I'll show you again. Over once, then pull a loop through there, like that. And then to undo it, all you do is pull that. Now if you wanted to lock it off, you could do a clove hitch and lock it off with a half hitch, like that. Now that absolutely won't go anywhere. You can tie them just as easy to a post, like this here. All you need to do is you make a loop, put it over the top, and then you make a second loop and put it over the top. There, look, that's it. Just two loops. Look, make one loop, put it over the top, make another loop, put it over the top. There. So if all you were doing was you were, like with this cleat down here, if you were just coming alongside with your boat real quick and you just wanted to tie it up, all you do is you just put a loop over, then a loop over, and that's it. There's your clove hitch like that. I'll show you again really quick. You just come in, just put a loop over it, and then a loop over it, like that. And that's tied off. I'll show you in real slow time, because I'm going quite fast. Just put a loop over it, like that. And then you make a second loop, like that. That's a clove hitch. I'm going to quickly show you how I join two pieces of rope. Now if you need to do it really quick, say for instance, if someone needs a tow and you need to join two pieces together, or if you're running your anchor rope out and then you realise that you've not got enough, you can use what's called a sheet bend. And I'll show you here with these two different diameters of rope. All you do is you take one and you make a bend in it. You come through, round the back, and then underneath yourself like this. So that when this slides down, it locks itself off like that. That there is a sheep bend. Right, twice as strong, double sheep bend. All you do, same as before, this takes seconds. This is why it's so good when you need it. You come through the loop, then you go round and underneath yourself twice. So once, twice. Like that. That pulls down tight. It isn't going anywhere. The only problem with this, like you say, look at the size of it. It's a great big massive knot, but it's quick and it's strong. And it's easy to undo as well, because all you need to do is just kind of break its back and pull it out like that. That's if there are two different diameters like this. If you were just joining two pieces together and you just wanted them to be like a tight join, what you can do, and this is like a shock leader knot, you just take one over the other and you tie an overhand knot. This is called the fisherman's knot. See there, look, I'm just tying a simple overhand knot on one, and on the other one you tie a simple overhand knot, but you go through twice. Once, twice, like that. So when it pulls down like that, and then all you do is you pull them together, just like that. That is just like a shock leader knot. The only problem with this is once you've got some tension on it and you've got some salt water and it's been wet and dry, that is very difficult to undo. There, look. I'll show you again really quickly how to tie that. This is if it's going to be more of a permanent join between the two. You take one, generally the larger diameter rope. These are pretty much the same, but the larger diameter you only do one overhand knot. Like that. And then with the other one, you just do an overhand knot again, but you go through it twice. Like that. Slide your knot down. And then once you're both tight like that, all you do is just pull them together. They will, as they pull together, they will tighten each other up and tighten together. Like that. That's the fisherman's knot. Perfect for joining two pieces together, but not very easy to undo once it's been tightened. This knot, I just know it as the trucker's knot. And it's a great knot for tying something down tight. So if you want to tie one thing to another thing and just get it as tight as you can, or if you're tying something back, or you're tying a load down onto a trailer, or like a tarpaulin over your boat, or anything like that, it's a way of getting it very tight. And I know it as the trucker's knot. I'll show you. I've had to tie these two pieces of rope together. You'll see there that I've used the fisherman's knot. We'll show you on these railings here, but this, you're just going to have to bear with me. This could be a load to your trailer, or this could be you're tying your fence back, or you're tying a bush back away from your house or something like that. But we'll just show you. Right, really quickly. Clove hitch. Lock it off with a half hitch. Really strong knot to a railing. On this side, this is where the trucker's knot's going to be. Right, what you're going to do is, this is what you're tying it to. Now I'm just using these two railings here just to show you, but whatever you're tying there, you want to tie it to this as tight as you can. This could be a post, it could be an eye, it could be part of your fence, it could be a cleat on a boat, it doesn't matter. All you want to do is, you have a little bit of stretch, a little bit of leftover, and bring yourself about 2 feet from what you're tying it to. And there you want to put just a little overhand loop, like that. And all you do is you take this rope through that loop. Then you're going to pull this way. And all it does is, if you can see, it goes up and round like that. So it's like two pulleys. It's easier to get tight. And all you do is you just There, look at how much tension I'm holding on this now. You can hold all that on there, look, between 2 fingers. You couldn't get this any tighter any other way. And all you need to do there is you can just lock it off with a half hitch, like that. If you want to be able to undo it, there, look. Put a loop in it to undo it. I mean, you can see the tension there. To undo it, all you do, pull that string, and there you go. It's undone. Now I'll show you that again. You come to whatever you're tying it to. This at the moment, it's railing, could be anything. You just need to be able to go around it or through it. This also needs to be quite a strong anchor point, because if it's not, there's every chance that you will be able to tie it that tight that you'll pull this out. Come back 2 feet, make yourself a little overhand knot. Now it doesn't matter if you go underneath this or over the top of it, you're just going round it. And then you take your rope through the loop, like that. And then you're going to pull this in this direction. And you'll see, like the pulley system makes it twice as easy to get it twice as tight. And all you do is just give it a little bit of elbow grease, and there you go. Hold this, just tie your knot, like that. Now, I don't know if you can see how tight that is. And this is how easy it is to undo when you just tie a loop. If you want it to be there as a permanent fixture, just put a couple of half hitches in it like that. That isn't going anywhere. But if you want to tie it up just for a short period of time, when you want to get it so you can undo it really easy, you pull it through in a loop like that. All you do is pull that out, and there you go. And I know that as the trucker's knot.